In this video, I want to simply explain why I think the Aristocrat's Otherworldly adventure Serving Gods Who Go Too Far utterly failed as a show, and the reason for that being its complete and basic lack of any and all creativity. Even as someone that is an Isekai addict, like myself, even as someone that watches every single Isekai, every single season, and practically never drop one, it's been years since last time, I can stomach a lot, and I overlook a lot of flaws in Isekai, just because I am so hopelessly addicted to the genre and the power fantasies, and all that good stuff. But with the Aristocrat's Otherworldly adventure, that was one of the few shows in recent memory where I have just felt that there was not a single shred of creativity put into the creation of the show or the material, not a single shred of actual brain matter or thought or ingenuity or anything being put into the creation of the product. The entire thing felt like, okay, we have X and Y and Z thing that other isekai and other anime have used. Let's just put all of those things into our anime, and surely that'll make it good, right? Spoiler? No, it does not. It just felt like this show had to copy every single isekai element, every single trope, and put it into its own episode or episode arc, without it necessarily feeling connected, or leading anywhere, or having any mission or purpose to it, but just to be there because other isekai has had elements like that. For example, the merchant episode, which was somewhat early on in the season. Yeah, they had an episode where he goes to the merchant guild and invents some otherworldly item that he sells for massive amounts of money. And as far as I know, it is never mentioned or really done with anything with again after that. A few small mentions, but it is not really explored further than that episode at all. We're just like, okay, just, check mark. There are so many check marks in this anime that I lost track after episode 6, I think even. It was just so abysmally bland and lacking any sort of unique drive that, while it did manage to make a 12-episode season, not a single episode actually felt compelling. Not a single episode actually felt like it was going anywhere. Even in the most entertaining or impactful episode, when he actually gets to know about his family's backstory and all that thing, and we feel that there might be a semblance of some drama and character development and plot development and some real, let's say, deeper feelings in this show, even that it can't allow itself, as it has this incessant need to just make a joke out of everything. Like, everything has to be comedic, everything has to be funny, even if they allow you to somewhat feel things and have a, let's say, severe undertone at all. It only lasts for 10 seconds before it's right back to comedy, right back to the jokes, right back to the humor and the over-the-top reactions to everything. It is just all so tiring. On top of all of this, there also doesn't seem to be any cohesive point-to-point plot that was supposed to be made in this season. They just go from point A to point B to point C to point D, and it's like, okay, we're going from these points to these points, but what's the purpose here? What are we doing? What are we driving towards? And we're not really driving towards anything special. Like, yes, sure, they do feign information that he has to fight this sort of demon lord, whatever, at the end of the season, which he somewhat kind of does, or at least a part of him and whatnot. But it feels so completely generic in every single way in his execution and style and plot and everything that I struggle, even at this point, even still being a show from last season, I struggle to remember even basic elements of the show without looking at my notes for reference. And when that is the takeaway that someone has from your show, you have a lot, and I mean a lot, of problems. Anyway, that will probably be the end of this small rant video on why I think the Aristocrat's Otherworldly adventure has just a basic lack of everything, but especially creativity. I am pondering on doing a full season 1 review, which I may do after my vacation. Stay tuned and maybe you'll find out on that one. What did you think of this show though, if you did watch it? Did you drop it? Did you finish it? What were your ending thoughts on it? Like it, hate it? Leave them down below. Would love to hear your side of the story. And if you enjoyed the video, then please do like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff, as I deeply appreciate support for this new budding channel here, as I am trying to grow every single day. That being said, I will see you next time, so have a good one.